Hi. So I saw before coming in there were two people. Wait. Now we're four. Hi. This is actually my first live stream on YouTube. I've done you now before, but I've never done it on YouTube. And I think I kind of cheated because I looked it up and it says that we're supposed to have 100,000 subscribers before being able to be verified for this. But I don't. So I was verified before that rule. So let's do this while YouTube doesn't know that I'm screwing the pooch. So how are you guys doing? Hi, greetings from California. Greetings from Quebec. How's it going in California? I'm guessing you're staying inside. How's staying inside going? I mean, we're all staying inside, I'm guessing. But for me, that's kind of normal because I usually stay inside. I'm kind of a home bug. So I've been North Carolina on Ohio. We're mostly, or actually 100% United States. Oh, you can hear. You can probably hear the birds too. Hi, Heidi. Aldo's doing well. He's usually perched in my room and he sits on a chair at the foot of my bed and poops on it all day. So that's how Aldo's doing. He was taking meds for a while. UK, that's cool. Yeah, it kind of feels like we're on house arrest. I mean, we're allowed to leave, but I mean, it's not exactly suggested. You can probably also hear Mathazor. That's my sister's bird. So I didn't know if you guys had any questions lately because things have been a little bit weird and different. But also I could give you kind of an update about how things have been. I mean, I've had my a lot of those noises, and Mathazor likes that particular noise. He imitates it, so you may hear him make that noise now and again. Oh, hi, Amber. I'm doing actually pretty well. I've been pretty dissociated this week. I'm overall pretty well, and I'm more coherent, as you can see, compared to videos that I did like recently-ish. I mean, I was kind of I looked like I was high. I was just dissociated. Don't worry. Yes, you hear Mathazor. I'm doing yoga, working, not allowed to go with my hubby, who is truck driver. Oh, so he gets to go, but at least he's not. I mean, truck driver, he gets. So I missed the question above. Oh, you got a puppy! Holy mass! Is it gonna grow up to be a huge puppy? Thank you. I'm glad I'm doing better too. Hi, Liam. It's good to see you. I comment on every single video I make, and I always appreciate it. I'm like, wow, this is Liam again. I'm so glad that he's still here. He's still trucking with me. So So that's a little bit annoying. I had someone comment on one of my videos that it took them 2 full minutes before they realized they didn't have like a guinea pig next to me because I was making these noises, but I guess they didn't catch on to the intro. How are you? I love your videos. So, hi, Michael. I'm doing pretty well. I've been my tics have actually been less words lately. More noises and bit of movements, but other than that, it's a Pomeranian Terrier. So other than the movements, and it hasn't been like full tick attacks. So I haven't had a full-on tick attack in maybe about a month, and before that it was about 5 months. So if you guys seen some of my previous videos, I used to have tick attacks where I was like, it looked like an epileptic seizure, kind of, except that I was aware. I was always aware. So, but that hasn't been happening in about it's barely been happening for the last year. So it happens now and again, but not so much. A German Shepherd. I have a German Shepherd dog. Amber, cool beans. Love it. I like big puppies. Yeah, I was scared for myself too, Heidi. Well, I mean, after a while, I kind of got used to it. So technically, I wasn't really scared for myself. I was just, I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed for myself because I knew that it wasn't dangerous, except for when I went flying backwards out of a chair, like skipping the backwards flying squirrel. So other than that, it was pretty, you know, I wasn't scared anymore. It was just it was a huge. I wouldn't even. I was gonna go for the word inconvenience, but that's a little bit of a small word for what it was, because it was keeping me inside the house all the time. Um, so I was very isolated, and I wasn't really able to to do very much. And I wouldn't go to the theater. Now I go to the theater, which is really nice. I just have my friends kind of sit beside me. And I remember once I was watching a movie and I was ticking like word sentences to like every once in a while. So it was kind of commentary to the plot. I have always wanted to meet you, Melissa. I count you as a best friend. Wow. Oh my God. Hi, Liam. That is awesome. Thank you so much. You're a very loyal viewer, you know. I can't even believe it. You're on the button. Is that even an expression in English? Sur le piton. T'es sur le piton. Do you like boots? I love boots. This is the only thing I wear because honestly, I don't even wear shoes or sandals. I wear boots in the summer. Boots always. German Shepherd named Benny. Everyone has a German Shepherd but me. We were a day behind. Heidi, we almost got to meet. Well, that's cool. Well, maybe one day we will. So I didn't really prepare anything, and before YouTube shuts me down for not having 100,000 subscribers and cheating on the live stream, but I'm gonna say I didn't prepare anything. So I just figured I'd wing it and see if you guys had any questions. And it can be about anything. I mean, it can be about Aldo and Mathazor. He likes the word poop. He likes making sentences with poop. Did you poop on water? Meaning, did you poop in the toilet bowl? Did you poop on water? He says. So he's a smart guy and he talks about poop all the time. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Never seen you on live before. No, I have never been on live before. I had to figure it out tonight. I had to figure it out because honestly, I've never done it. And I cheated because I'm not technically supposed to be verified because I got verified before YouTube made the 100,000 subscriber rule. My doggo is part border collie, part German Shepherd, part chow. I thought you were going to say part cow. That would have been interesting. You'd have been spotted. He's very fuzzy. So his name is Fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Send me some CBD oil. It's legal in Turkey. Oh, I actually have CBD oil. I appreciate CBD oil always. I mean, it helps me sleep. I found one with no THC in it at all. Hi, look, Nora Ann. Hi. Laughing at Matt. Wait, did you hear him say poop water? He just said that just now. Your video saved my life. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for saying that. Evan, can we see your birds? You know, Juanita, do you mind bringing me a bird or two?
Okay.
My sister's here. She's going to bring us a bird. I don't know which. It's going to be a surprise. One of them will be clothed and the other one won't. So we'll know which one is which. Melissa, do you have enough supplies for you and your babies? We are going to have to buy bird food in a few weeks, I think. But we have enough for a few more weeks, and hopefully we don't get totally shut down before that. Katie was live. So who do we have? We have both puppies. This is my German Shepherd. And this is the other German Shepherd. Come on, little guy, don't worry. It's just a camera. Want to give him a kiss when you're too worried? You're too worried about what's going on. You want to give him a kiss? You're too nervous because you don't know what's happening. Yeah, but you can see yourself. Do you want to give yourself a kiss? No? Usually he kisses the mirror. Kiss. So I'm gonna get caught up on it. Why do they hi Melissa, how are you? I'm gonna have to scroll up because I think I missed a few comments.
I'll hold him in view so that they can still see him.
Oh, all right. Okay, so how Gordon Hiller. Hi, Melissa. How are you? It's been a long time, sweetie. I answered that a few times, but you must have just come in the room. I'm going to repeat myself a lot. I'll answer that in a second. I had a budgie that used to rock out to Metal. Seriously? That's awesome. Hi, Tana. Or I hope I didn't butcher your name. Omer, why do you speak so loud and fast? Because I'm nervous. Nora Ann, I missed her live stream. Oh, you missed Katie Morton's live stream. Turn your volumes down, people. I talk loud. Rainbow Road. I watched one of your old mini movies the other day. I thought they were good. Oh, awesome. I haven't made one in like forever. I used to make mini movies, well, actually pretty regularly. I haven't made one in about 3 years. The last one I made was about Tourette syndrome. Hi, little man.
You still need to scroll, don't you?
Yeah. Give me a nuzzle. Yeah. You can take him.
Just a second.
You can take him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. We can. Yeah. Okay. I watched some of your old. Okay, now I got that one. I have two birds too. Oh, are they parrots or are they like regular budgies? What type of birds are they? Oh, Aldo is an African gray, and he's probably gonna poop the carpet very soon, so I'm gonna pass him off.
They're both African greys.
Yeah, well, yes, they're both African greys. One of them is a little more dressed than the other. Do they talk? Matazora speaks mostly about poop. He says a few hundred words in English, multiple words in French. He knows the difference between what one word is in French and one word is in English. Like he'll mix languages, or he'll say one word in English then the same word in French, so he knows which word. He knows that it's the same word in both languages, so he can tell that it's the same but French or English. He speaks French. He says "t'es bien beau," meaning you're really handsome. He'll say all kinds of things, but he mostly talks about poop. Aldo talks too. He says he says Aldor. He says pickle, because I used to have a bird that was named Pickle. Pickle. I was very excited, so I talked to her like, "Hi, Pickle." So he caught on to that, and every now and then again you can hear him say "Hi, Pickle" or "Pickle." So did Aldo talk to yeah, okay, I got that one. Oh, Katie Morton's is still on her YouTube. I guess it would be. I mean, it would play afterwards, right? Have you watched the OA? Is that what that is? OA on Netflix? No, I haven't. Connors. Oh, those are cutie patooties. One's a sun Connor and the other is a green cheek Connor. Oh, wow. Those are cuties. They're like tiny macaws. Yeah, I know what they are. They're very nice birds. What's wrong with Aldo's tail? He plucked it. It's kind of like the parrot version of self-harm, where when he's anxious, like he was taking medication recently, he really didn't like it. He had to take medication every day for a month, so he really didn't like it, and he started plucking himself. Again, it's kind of a recurring thing for him, where with his previous home, he would I just saw the word poop in the chat, and I kind of smiled about it. Now I forgot my thought. I don't even know where I was going with that. Someone can remind me at some point. Oh yeah, that he was plucking. It was whenever he gets upset, if someone he cares about leaves after they've been here for a while, he might pluck. If anything that he finds upsetting, or even if he wants you to know something, like you went away for a week to the hospital or whatever, and then he plucks himself just to make a statement, just to let him know, I feel the feels, man. Ah, the poop comment again. I love it. Hi, Manolo. Mad Hatter. Love it. Whoa, the comment moved. It's unbelievable that you have Tourette's and also you can completely control it. Teach me how. Oh, I can't exactly. I don't control it in the sense of well, now that you're talking about it, I feel like I need to tick, but I don't necessarily control it. I go for periods where I don't tick. like you'll see in several of my videos, I don't have ticks, or sometimes I edit them out, because it just happens to come like around a blunder and I just edit it out, or I just don't feel like it's appropriate or whatever. But I don't really necessarily control it exactly. The best I can do is when I do feel like I need to tick, say I'm walking by a bunch of kids, then I will I can maybe whisper instead of yell, or hold it in just long enough to get past the group of kids. But other times I'm yelling things that I really like, obscene things, like while walking by a park and there's kids and moms there that are really like ready to be offended by the girl yelling obscene things by their kids when they're walking by. Thankfully, I've never gotten in trouble. Is that a giraffe? It is a giraffe. My mama made it out of paper mache, like 10 years ago-ish. She passed away 7-ish years ago, and she made that giraffe. There is a coffee can, like a giant coffee can right here. And these are real, like, well, real. I mean, they're eyelashes. She put them on. They've got like Dollrama eyelashes. She made it like very, it's a beautiful giraffe. I remember Aldo watch you since 2008. You're showing my age, Heidi. Yes, I've actually been making videos since 2007. I love your video about how you told a story where you got strapped to the hospital bed. Oh, you like the story? I didn't like experiencing it, but that was actually, I told it very funnily though. I remember telling the story like comically. I remember the experience was absolute shit, but the actual getting tied down and the whole, you know, drama of the guy not unbuckling my the orderly, my leg was getting a rash and it was a huge amount of pain, and the orderly didn't believe me and he refused to untie the strap. And after I was finally untied, after like a million years, because I was self-harming, this is why I was tied down, if anyone doesn't know this. After I was finally untied, and I insisted they unstrap it and fix it. Actually, no, I wasn't untied. It was that I was making noise, like a shit effing ton of noise, so that they would they would actually listen to me and untie the strap. And they did, and there was this huge red rash, and it was kind of swollen. And then they were like, "Oh, apparently it was true that she was in pain." So then they loosened it, and that was the story behind that video. But I was telling it in a comical way, which is why she would have said that she loved the video. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. The OA is crazy good. You won't be disappointed. So I can actually look it up after. The OA. I have no idea what it's about. Is it about something mental health? I mean, is that why it's being brought up, or Tourette, or I don't know. Like, is it the OA? I have no idea. I've never heard of it. My bird used to do that. She had no feathers when we got to the sun conner. She's all better. Got the sun conner. She's all better now though. And after 2 years, is finally able to roam around the cage. Oh, that's great. She gets to leave the cage. Do the hospitals give you cavity searches? I was watching another lady's video and they said that they did that to her and she was like, ew. They can technically if it's prescribed by the doctor, but it's not generally a thing that is done. And it has to be done to procedure. So it's very rarely done at all, if ever. It's not really something that they, you know, it's not procedure really. So I mean, I think that there are places where it is more procedural depending on the situation. That's a cool giraffe. It is a cool giraffe. So good to see you live, Melissa. You are such a good person in every way. Liam has the nicest comments to all my videos. Go to any video that I've made in the last few years. And I don't know that, can you even do a search on video? Without fail, you'll see a comment from Liam and it's going to be the nicest things that he says. Thank you, Liam. My wife loves giraffes. They should like giraffes. They're very cool. She can't have this one. I'm older than you though. Oh, Heidi, let's have a competition. I feel like all dissociative disorders need more light shed on them, because every time I try to explain my DPDR, I have no idea what that is. My DPDR, people think I'm talking about DID. Oh, dissociative disorder, dissociative depersonalization. Is that what that means? Depersonalization disorder? People think I'm talking about DID. There's multiple. There's actually, I think there's 3 dissociative disorder, or even 4. There's a dissociative amnesia, depersonalization, DID, but they're not all necessarily dissociative identity disorder. That's just the more severe end of the spectrum, and it's only one of the multiple dissociative disorders that you can have. Don't they bit? I'm guessing that means bite. Your birds are like eagle. Well, Aldo can't fly very far, so he's not much of an eagle. He plucked his wings. They can bite sometimes. It depends if they're in a mood. I'm from Wosa, Wisconsin. Wisconsin! Hello, Wisconsin! Love it. And Undead Goddess. Yes, in a way, another good movie would be Black Butterflies. It's about a writer, and the OA is about so much you have to watch to understand. Oh, okay. Omer, I really hope I'm saying that. Omer? Is that how you spell your name? Confirm. Do you know Claire Sophia? No. Do you think she is faking about her Tourette's? I wouldn't know. I haven't watched, but I wouldn't want to presume either. I've seen people, even like Sweet Anita, people say maybe she's faking, or they're confirming she's faking. But I wouldn't want to say. I mean, I've had people tell me that I fake my Tourette or whatever. So I really wouldn't want to be told that I'm faking my tics. So I don't want to say about someone else that they're faking their tics when I really just don't know. I'm not in their place, and I really don't know why they would fake their tics. I mean, Trisha is kind of doing the DID thing right now, but that's I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna last that long, because honestly, it's I don't think she can keep it up that long. You're just not gonna keep switching around alters forever. I don't think anyone, like Tourette syndrome or dissociative identity disorder, I don't think anyone's gonna fake that in the long term. Mm-mm. I'm looking up at the comments again. The OA is only 2 seasons. Oh, I'm so behind on so many shows. Woo! I have to scroll back again. I'm 38, LOL, and and I have a curious question. What do you think about the LGBTQ community? You never had done a video on it before. Actually, I think I did. Is that still up? I deleted some videos years ago. I think I have a video about it. What do I think about it? I mean, I'm semi part of it, in the sense that I'm actually, I don't even know if I'm part of it. I mean, for a while I identified it as asexual. Now I just think it's probably trauma. So I don't know if it's asexual or trauma. So I don't know if I necessarily but then some people say that asexual is necessarily part of the LGBTQ community, but that depends on the opinion. I'm a supporter of the LGBTQ community is the brief answer that I can give on that one. I support anyone who loves for love, and I don't think that I'm going to persecute someone, because I mean, why would you sell someone who loves someone else? Wow, you really should like someone. You should go with someone that you aren't attracted to and spend your whole life with them, as opposed to being with the person you care about. I mean, I just don't think it makes any sense. Okay, Heidi Cameron, I'm 51. You beat me, Heidi. You beat me. Not by much. I'll be 60 in a few years. I am 25, Tana. That's a good age. I identify as a 25-year-old, despite the fact that I'm not. Ross Mooney, hey, and Ross Mooney is 16. How's it? Wow, that was so long ago. 16 years old. I can't even remember being 16 anymore. I'm like, I'm that old. Okay, dissociative identity disorder. Yes. What was that in reference to? I'm 22. Undead Goddess is 22. I was 22 for a few years until I decided to do 25. Mathazor thought that was funny if you could hear him laughing in the background. Depersonalization, derealization disorder. Oh, DID, dissociative amnesia, and dissociative disorder not otherwise specified. So wow, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 disorders. Okay, I was right on 3 or 4. It was 4. Those are the disorders that are linked to dissociation. So there's a depersonalization, derealization, dissociative amnesia, dissociative identity disorder, and not otherwise specified. That's more rehab than you might have. That's more rehab that you might have drugs. What's that in reference to? That's more rehab that you might have drugs. I'm sure I read the comments, and I don't think I talked about drugs. I have met? You have? Canna? Have we met? Where did we meet? No, Claire's not faking. I would hope not, but I don't think she would be either. Same. Okay. Rainbow Road. Pretty soon Trisha will move on to something else. It's like when she said she was transgender, it's lasted a while and then she moved on to the next thing. Yeah, I mean, I see this lasting a little while longer and it's gonna upset people continually and give them like gasps and odd faces. But I mean, I don't see her doing this in the long term. I really just don't. I had a friend that died because she had heart failure. So sad I cry. I'm sorry, Nora. I'm sorry to hear that. What? I'm sorry you lost your friend to heart failure. She was only 59. That's young. My mom was 57, so I know that's young. I'm a supporter to LGBTQ, I mean. Well, good. Whoops, I scrolled and then I lost everyone. Whee! You have to scroll because I lost everything. Now where am I? How's Corona in Canada? Well, we're not one of the harder hit countries. You identify as 20? I love it. Corona is a beer in Canada. It's not a beer anywhere else. You guys need to try all dressed chips. Try it, please. That's Canadian. Canadian to boot. A boot. It's not yet transformed into a deadly virus up here. What? I'm gonna move on. Wow, they're so lucky. Oh, who's lucky? I cannot leave my home now because of Corona. Oh, well, that's the case for most people. Hi, Xander. Grapevinevilles Mall with Tanya. I remember, Tana. I remember meeting you. Yes, I was there. Hi, Tana. It's good to sort of see you again. I was talking about. Whoops, scrolled again. I did the thing. Try not to look lost. I was talking about cavity searches in rehab. They're more popular because there might be drugs. Yeah, that would be rehab. That makes sense. I've never been to rehab, so I really have no clue if there is a procedure or regular procedure to search the cavity, but that would be very discouraging to people to go into therapy. So I would imagine that that's not really a thing. Is that a thing? God. I had bouts of derealization, depersonalization usually happens when I don't get out enough to sit around my. Whoops! I twitched and then. Oh yeah. Well, I tend to dissociate a lot when I'm kind of thinking like a lot, or when I'm in therapy. Therapy makes me dissociate because I tend to think about darker things, like and we talk about darker things in therapy, obviously. So I tend to dissociate and switch a lot in therapy, at least lately. I love your videos and your energy. I was almost about to relapse because of family issues, but then I saw you were live and now I'm feeling so much better. You've made my day. That is the best comment. Thank you. Nova Scotia is on state of emergency. I heard that. Moncton too, state of emergency. Yup. I'm out of work now because of coronavirus pandemic. What? But I'm finding stuff to do in the meantime. Well, at least that's good. I mean, that was a positive spin in the end. I lost my mom to cancer. She was 60, and that was 10 years ago, February 15th. I feel her with me every other day. Yeah. Well, I mean, we never lose memories of our loved ones. I mean, there's always we always keep them close, and it's kind of, remember them fondly. Obviously, I just got a notification to fill out my journal. DBT people. What happened to that girl you used to hang out with, the British girl? I loved her channel and I forgot her name now. Laura Lejeune. Laura Lejeune is she's doing a lot, as far as I know. Last I heard, she's doing well. I speak with Lewis once in a while and get news, and they're doing pretty well. And she's just not making videos right now. What is the original color of your hair? Originally, like born with, I was blonde until my late teens, and then it started getting darker. So now it's kind of châtain. What's that in English? It's is that what you call dirty blonde? Like when you have a kind of brownish blonde hair. How long have you had Tourette syndrome? Well, technically Tourette syndrome is genetic, so you're born with it. But I've had tics since I was in my teens, and they were transient tics. They were motor only. So I had a tic where I would go like this, and I had to crack my neck. So it really hurt after I did that like hundreds of times a day. And after a while, it kind of just went away completely for a few years, and then came back, and full blown, like out of this world, every kind of tic you can think of. The COVID-19 sucks. Americans are on lockdown in some states. Like complete lockdown or just partial lockdown, like full? Are you going to save this to your YouTube like Katie did, in case someone missed it? I will find out how to do that. This is my first live stream, so I'm not even sure. I have a question to ask. Do you think it's possible to miss someone you never met? I mean, if you know them, like, I mean, in person, and you know them online, I suppose it would be possible. My cat died at 15 years old, 10 years ago, 5 months after mom. Oh my God, my cat. I relate, man. My cat died at 15 too. Broke my heart. I never loved another cat again. Never. Can't. He broke my heart. For all cats ever. We're not in lockdown in my state. Not now. Not now. Yes, dirty blonde. That's a terrible way to call it, isn't it? Call it dirty blonde. It sounds a little bit like, ew, shame on you for not being blonde anymore, you dirty. She was a calico kitty, very beautiful. Oh, I have no idea what calico means, but I'll go, ooh, a calico kitty. I'll pretend I know what that means. It sounds a little bit better than, I'll look it up. Beside the book you wrote, what is your favorite book? You'll be disappointed in me. My book is like a young adult book. So I'm not I obviously read books for adults, but I also it would be The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I don't know how many times I read it. I once got a sunburn so bad sitting in the sun reading it, and then I was done the book, and my I was scorched like bright red. My mom passed away October 23rd, 2019. She was only 43. I'm sorry to hear that, Lillian. That is 43 is very young. Pink nose, green eyes, calico is all colors. Oh, gotcha. Oh, we're related calico cats. How do you deal with memory loss caused by dissociation, like coping with it and actually remembering things? So I'm usually co-conscious when I switch. So I usually remember most things, although I have had times where I blacked out and I just hadn't a clue, and I found messages that I sent and I didn't remember sending, or calls that I made that I didn't remember making. So I have kind of had blackouts before, and I think the next day I was so I was so dissociated I couldn't figure out if I existed, or I guess it was one of my alters couldn't figure out if they existed, and they were very confused, and I was feeling my feelings and their feelings at the same time, so I was wondering what was going on while they were kind of talking, and I was like, what is this? And anyway, so I was blacking out a lot, and I don't remember most of what happened in those few days. where I got hauled off to the hospital. And I think I made a video a few days later. I was still pretty depersonalized or derealized or whatever. But I was significantly better off than when I first started off on that one. How do I cope with it though? You know, it's not easy. I had to put reminders in my phone for everything. So, or my, like an app, like I use Keep, and I would say, like if I had to do something, even if it was very, very small that I would never remember to do because I was so dissociated, then I would write it down on my phone, like even go get my meds or call so-and-so, you know, get up and do the dishes, do everything that I could possibly think to do. I had to write it down, no matter how small it was. And usually I would forget to write it down before I got to the point where I wrote it down because I was so dissociated that I got the thought that I went, and there was no note. And then sometimes I wouldn't remember to check my notes. So that was one way that I tried to deal with it, was by writing down in my notes what was going on, what I needed to do, or reminders of what I needed to do, is pretty much how I dealt with that. Hi from Italy. Thank you, Gabriel. People who have Tourette's blink. Why don't you? Tourette is like a fingerprint. It's different for everyone. People with Tourette sometimes blink. That's one of the most basic tics. People with Tourette sometimes blink. It's a very basic tic. I have an eye rolling tic. I kind of look upwards. And I do that, but I don't necessarily, I do blink sometimes, but it's not my most common tic. And that is not the case with every person with Tourette. They can have anything that can be a tic, can be a tic. Anything that you can do, that the human body can do or say, can be a tic. So it is variable, and not everyone who has Tourette syndrome blinks. A Danger to Herself and Others by Alyssa Shinmul is a good one. All right, A Danger to Herself and Others. I have to check that out. I love reading. I'm sorry, I got excited about books for a second. Essie Hinton was 15 when she wrote that book. I thought she was 16, but 15 is even better. I was inspired by Essie Hinton because of how young she was when she wrote that book, and I was like, I'm gonna write one too. And I started writing. I got 100 pages into a book when I was about 17. I still have it. It's in written pages on my bookshelf, and not that I have a bookshelf anymore. It's in a box. Let's be honest. So I got I now I lost my thought. Right, I was inspired by her age. So I was like, I'll write a book, and I got 100 pages in, and I never finished it. But that was my first try at a book. Actually, probably many tries, because I've been trying since I was like a small thing. My cat died a week after my mom. That's close together. Sorry to hear that, Lillian. I'm sorry to hear that. We get so attached to our four-legged friends, and then we get like a loss and then another loss, and it just builds up. And hi from New Haven. Hi, Kay. Part of me misses you. Thank you for a good, honest answer. Thank you, Liam. I appreciate it. And he's still here too. Look at him. He's still fighting and kicking. I have a calico cat. She's only a year old. Is she a tiny cat? Like my sister had one that was a teeny weeny cat forever. She would look like a kitten forever. And my cat Ziggy, he was like a giant dude with a tuxedo forever. And so it really varies. Like kind of picturing a cat small. I don't know why I just did that. Because on reading, whoops, I scrolled, and then I'm reading On a Scale of 1 to 10 by Seal and Scott. Okay. I hope do these comments save after? Do I get to look this up after? Depersonalization or is dissociating, disconnecting from, or our surrounding. Depersonalization is dissociating, disconnecting from yourself. Yes. Yes, I agree. I would say, if I could relate to what, because I think you're bringing this up because of what I just talked about earlier. I was from both. I had a cocktail. I think full lockdown states like California and New Jersey. Is New Jersey under full lockdown? Like you can't leave the house? Like not even if you want to go to the dépanneur, which means corner store, aka 7-Eleven. Like you can't. Is that what that means? Full lockdown. I'm writing a book too because of Shane Dawson. He acts like my brother. Wow. Well, you should write a book. Everyone should write a book. Everyone who wants to. I mean, clearly not everyone has the desire. But we all have a story. Pets are family. Yes, they are. My Aldo bird is my family. He's a sensitive twit. I love the nugger. How old are your birds? So Aldo is, I think he's 17. And Mathazor is 9. My sister didn't correct me, so I think I'm right. You're an awesome writer, Melissa, and an awesome person generally. Thank you, Liam. See, I did say he was great with the niceness. Norna. My book is going to be called Norna because I was on here since 2006. I'm trying to make the connection. I will get it, I swear to God. I think what you do is really awesome. Thank you, Frank. I was in the New York Times. I talk about my book. I wasn't happy about the New York Times article. What? What did they go and do? Because sometimes I can so relate. Sometimes people are like, they do the worst publicity. What is your occupation? So I work for Trek Canada. So whenever I talk about Tourette syndrome, I have to tick. I swear to God, it's the worst thing. So I work for Trek Canada. Fuck. And I'm the virtual support coordinator. I organize the virtual groups, the peer support groups for adults with Tourette syndrome, and mostly in Canada. But as long as you're a member, you can be a member of the group if you have Tourette syndrome or are a youth with Tourette, a mom with Tourette, a mom of youth with Tourette, and an adult with Tourette. Oh, and I also make the magazine. I edit it. I do the interviews. I write it. I design it. I'm a one-woman show. Almost the only thing that I don't write is the letter from either the president or the executive director. But I edit that shit. So I edit it, but I don't write it. That's the only thing that I don't do myself in the magazine. Okay, so I'm. Oh, and I do partly social media with my buddy Simon. He also has Tourette syndrome. He works for Tourette Canada. It sucks staying positive. I mean, yes, because it's kind of a job of work. It's not easy to stay positive sometimes. Sometimes we're naturally positive. Sometimes it's really, you have to try to kind of force your mind into that angle, right? About 1,000 people called my house and work, tormented me night and day after the article was out. I was so pissed I had to shut down my channel? What the hell? Come on, Times. What the hell? Well, that's really terrible. I'm sorry, Noran. Now I have a cell phone, and I told myself, try to find me now, losers. I like it. That's attitude. That's good. Is it a full-time or part-time job? It's a part-time job. If ever I work over hours, I can bank them and work them off and get paid for them later. So it's never lost, but it's a great job. I love my job. It's a great job. I used to clean toilets, I used to work at with the elderly, and I used to clean their toilets too. I mean, they like prunes, so that's sad. That's sad for me. And I also did I was kind of like half orally, half nurse without the training, and without the pay. And I helped out. I was like answering phones. I was making coffee. I was also change your underwear, change your diaper, take a bath, anything related to being 100% on staff. I was the only person on staff for like 12 hours at a time, so I would do everything. So I remember but now. I mean, how did I even get off on that from full full or part-time job. Yeah, I was saying that I love my job. And then compared to what I was doing before, although I love working with the elderly, they were like my grandparents, my aunts and uncles. Some of them wanted me to sleep in their bed because they love me. So, but women, not like that sounded bad, but it was actually a little old lady. She wanted me to sleep in her bed. She considered me like her daughter. Others wanted me to move in with them. They're so sweet. Oh my God. Yeah, they almost got me fired from my part-time job at Goodwill. My God, come on, Good New York Times. Because people called me asking for me. My story is so wild. I should be on Dr. Phil. You know, you really should. I'd watch it. I have a job making various forms of art, and I do a lot of photography on the side too. I love that. Love art, love photography. So is it like, I like doing art in the sense of, I had to redo that stupid video. Now I think in the second version I didn't say that I liked art. God damn. So I love art. I write. No, I write. That was so not the thing. I draw portraits. So they're realistic-ish. I mean, they're flawed in their own ways, but I mean they're pretty realistic portraits. But I only do black and white. Hey, got here as fast as I could. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. We're having a great chat. I'm talking a little bit fast, but that's because I was semi-nervous. But I think, whoa, what I just do? I kick something, but that's fine. Let's cool our shit. Yes, I'm doing well. I'm kind of enjoying this chat. I think that if you missed the beginning, you missed the part where I'm cheating by being on this call on this chat at all, because I'm not supposed to be verified exactly. Well, I was verified before the 100,000 subscriber rules. It's really hilarious. I think it feels like I'm committing a crime, and I like it. It's buffering. Woo. Is it buffering for everyone? You inspire me, and you always are always in my thoughts and prayers. Iowa. Thank you, Weed Hop. Oh my God, having a good day. First Katie live, now you. Hey, sweet beans. The kind of art I do is mainly painting. It's so much fun. I wish I could paint. I tried to do colors. I can kind of do aquarelle. Aquarelle. Is that what you say in English? Aquarelle? That's the thing. It's not buffering. Yay, beans! It's not buffering. Hopefully, it's fixed for everyone now. The first video I watched from you is 10 years old now. It was about telling your family about your self-harm. Was that the one where I interviewed my family? That was actually kind of fun. Yeah, what they did was the callers made it look like I was a Goodwill caller ID spoofing. What? I have to reread that. What they did was the callers made it look, I'm guessing there's the word like missing, look like I was calling Goodwill. Caller ID spoofing, it's called. I'm confused. It's playing now. Oh, yay. I think there's a few words missing. So I'm halfway understanding the story on that one. If someone's a little bit more insightful than I am, you can help me out there. That's great to hear you doing great. Yes, I missed the beginning, sadly, doing oh my God here, just trying to stay busy. You know, it's a little bit rough being. I'm kind of a house rat, so I'm semi not rough, because I'm kind of used to being indoors. But my job is at home. Luckily, wow, that was loud. Birds, but so am I. So what do you want? So I work from home already, and I'm mostly at home anyways. So it's I think there are some people who will find it harder than I am. But yeah, it's quite the thing. Hey, did I make it? I got laid off from work because of the coronavirus. See, that's the second one I see. That is bull. I mean, obviously there's going to be, wouldn't you think that they would put you on hold instead of firing you? Like put you on hold until this is over so that you can come back to your job when it's over and give you a little bit of a glimpse of hope that things are going to get back into the swing of things once this is done. I mean, I find the whole laid off thing is a little bit sad and harsh. Caller ID spoofing is the practice of causing the telephone worker to indicate to the receiver of a call that the originator of the call is a station other than the true originating station. Yes. Yes, I agree. Ooh. Okay, so wife was laid off too. This is really rough times, people. It's just seems like one thing piling after another. So I guess seeing as you work at a movie theater that would be closed down, but you would think that they would want people on call for when things are back on track. Yeah, you gotta pet that puppy, you know. That sounded really bad without context. Right now, there's no telling if or when I'll get to go back to work. I hope I do get to return. Wow, I hope so. So hopefully they have you on call, right? No, it wasn't. You showed the ocean. You showed the ocean. Oh, the video. I clicked. Spoofing just means when you call someone, they see a number that isn't yours. Yes, I recognize what spoofing was. I didn't get the context of the rest of the story though. Oh yeah, you want to tell your story to Katie? She would be a good one to talk to about that. So I've reached the end of the comments. I'm gonna have more coming in, but I feel accomplished, you know, because I was scrolling for a while and it's like, nope, I'm good. So I don't know. Like I said before, I'm kind of winging it. So if you guys have any questions that are serious questions, if you have any questions that aren't serious questions, I mean, you can hear Matthew once in a while talking about poop in the background. He's a great guy. Your inner me story. Did she get to read your stuff, Nora? I wish I was able to get here sooner. Well, you're here now. This has been fun. It has. Wow, what the hell time is it? It's going by fast. I'll probably log out in a few minutes. It's been nearly an hour. I can't even believe it went by that fast. I've been fast tracking. Younger self story. So is it a short story? You love my ticks. At least someone does. Actually, a lot of people tell me it's cute. It's rare people tell me that they hate my ticks, that they're annoyed by them. It happens on occasion. Oh, your therapist got to read it. That's awesome. So Nora's talking about her story that she sent to Katie Morton as well as her therapist. Is that the one from the no? It wouldn't be the one from the Times, obviously. They smeared into something else. I think the coronavirus will hopefully blows over. You know, I would hope so, but I mean, I think it's going to take a little longer than we're anticipating. I mean, we're talking about this whole 2-week thing. I don't think it's going to be 2 weeks. How did you come up with the birds' names? Okay, so this is a funny one. One was Aldo, was the funny one, but he's his name was already Aldo. Mathazor was his name was Mathis, and he changed it to Mathazor by saying, "I'm Mathazor. I'm Mathazor. I'm doing good, Mathazor. Thanks." He says, "How are you?" Mathazor said he changed his own name, and after a while that he was repeating, "I'm Mathazor," we were like, well, my sister decided, well, okay, you're Mathazor. And he really likes his name. He sings it sometimes. Mathazor. Woo! Hey, little guy. I'm the middle of 5. Yes, you're the middle of 5 too? Yep, I'm the middle kid of 5. I don't have a P.O. box. I used to have a P.O. box, but I had to get rid of it because I didn't really have enough people sending me stuff, so it wasn't worth the 200 something a year Canadian to pay for a P.O. box when I was getting like maybe one package a year or so. I just closed it. Oh yeah, you can send me some chapters. Oh, is it? Wait, did I miss the part where you said it was a short book? So chapters means that it's a book and not a short story. Well, I hope that you stay safe and buyers free. Well, I would hope so. I think that considering that it's usually mostly dangerous for people that are like 70-ish, and or people who are immunosuppressed. I think that even if I caught it, I would pull through, but I certainly hope that I don't get it. Oh, a rumor that'll appear 10 years from now. Sometimes people predict things. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it's going to go down. I would be interested in seeing why they thought that. Having DI disorder, do you feel the approval others you look up to believe in it? Or can you develop your own opinions based on what you learned? So can I develop or can they develop? Because most of the people that I've spoken with so far, I mean, believe me, some of them took a while because they believe more the movie theater version of dissociative identity disorder, which was Split and stuff, or Sybil, which is not necessarily exactly like that. So I mean, for me, I'm usually co-conscious, and I think that people believe me. I mean, I'm not the type to lie. So when I said that I repeated what my psychiatrist told me, that I had alternate personalities. When I talked about it after I was told this, I forgot about it for like 2 days that I was told that I had alternate personalities. I have a screenshot that I took of a research that I did after I left that conversation with my therapist. Not my therapist, my psychiatrist. So my psychiatrist, he says, he reads his notes saying that I have dissociative identity disorder. He said I had alternate personalities. Same. So he and basically I had dissociative identity disorder. So after that, I just remember the part of the conversation before that where he said it wasn't bipolar, and that it was just bipolar-like, and he says, you're dissociating. So I have a screen cap, I could probably even show you from my phone. So even after he tells me I have alternate personalities, I freak my shit, switch in front of him, run around a chair as a child, and after all that, I leave the room thinking it's bipolar-like or mania-like, and that I'm dissociating. So I do a search online, mania-like dissociation. That's how much I really just did not remember that he told me that I had alternate personalities. So 2 days later, I remember, and I kind of freaked my shit again, but a little bit calmer. I think that I was ready more at the time to remember that I had it. So, but then, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent at this point, but that was how I found out. And yeah. So people believe me though, because I don't generally lie. I mean, I'm pretty averse to it. So when I told people about it, yes, they did believe me. I would imagine that there are those who wouldn't. I mean, there are always those who wouldn't. Pew! Scrolling upwards. I'm scrolling up again. Okay, found it. What is Mathazor even from? Oh, what does that mean? What is he from? Are we talking about his name? His name comes from the name Mathis. He changed it to Mathazor. I want to send you some stuff. I'm Nora Ann on Twitter. Oh, well, you can contact me on Twitter. But I don't know how that would work out because I don't have a PO box anymore. Oh, you want to write me? So what if anyone who wants to write me, what if we had like a letter writing and just send it to me as a PDF or something, and I could write you back. I mean, because I don't really have a PO box, I can't really do that at this point. Like, I mean, it's $200 for one or two packages a year. I don't think it's really plausible at this point. My dissociative disorder is getting in the way of my relationships because I keep doing things and not remembering them, or not remembering important dates. That would certainly get in the way. Have you tried taking notes? Like I don't know if you were here for that part of the conversation, but taking notes, like writing down things that you're supposed to be doing. Sorry. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to come back. I'm fine. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one. It didn't seem long that I think your ticks are cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. Some people say that they compare me to certain little guinea pigs or whatever. I think that's fine. Hi, Blue Jay. Love seeing you here, buddy. You can message me your address. I won't stalk you. I'm not crazy. All the crazy people say they're not crazy. Split is a terrible movie. Yes, it is. Well, I mean, it's a good movie if you don't consider it that it's about something real. My wife works in retail. I don't know how long. I'm gonna have to come out soon. I'm gonna have to click out soon, but I'm gonna finish up the comments that are here. Sorry about that. My wife works in retail, so she has to keep working, and so chances could become high that we get it. And we have 2 young children, kind of scary. I know I'll be fine, but will the kids handle it okay? If I could remember what I just read, I would answer. I'm really sorry. I'm kind of spazzing so bad right now. I'm so dissociated. I'm really sorry. I'm really dissociated. I'm going to okay, how did you learn you had DID? I'm really sorry. Oh my god. I think I really am Xander has multiple personality disorder. I guess we can relate. It's known as dissociative identity disorder now. Hi, Almeida. I think I said that right. Okay, you didn't have to push yourself too much. Just, I mean, I was trying not to push myself. Hi, Ladybug. Hey, I've seen my buddies here. So I am going to have to go because I'm getting a little bit spacey. As you've probably noticed if you've been on here for the last few minutes. So I am going to have to go, but I am going to try and post this to YouTube. And can we edit it? Can we edit some of that shit out? Because wow. Okay, so I'm gonna post it. Whatever, I'll post it to YouTube. And yeah. So take care of yourselves. I'll click end stream. I'm guessing it just goes boof and we're all gone. Hopefully, I can keep the comments. Oh my god, I got here just in time to see RLL. No, I'm going.